Hey everybody, this is the Isness, and I'm here with American News and Views. And I just wanted to go over something that I find quite concerning about the new variant that is coming into play. So they are um, speaking about this new variant, and just to get you caught up, I am going to bring it up. One second.
New cases of the latest COVID-19 variant have tripled in the last 2 weeks. That's according to the CDC. The variant, known as BA286, has been upgraded by the World Health Organization to a variant of interest. And right now, most cases have been identified in New York and New Jersey. So Dr. Bob Lahita is joining us now. He's the director of the Institute for Autoimmune and Rheumatic Diseases at St. Joseph Health. Thanks for joining us. So I saw, I know that we kind of have stopped talking about COVID, but I had heard a recent report that said, particularly in New Jersey, people are still dying of COVID, and more people are dying of COVID than they are the flu in New Jersey. You would probably know better than me. But what more do we know about this variant?
Well, there's definitely been an increase in ER visits, Anne Marie. And you know that in the Northeast, 13% of the cases is this new variant, the BA2.A6. But now that's evolving, and this virus is very wily. The spike proteins keep mutating. Right now, this variant is really as much as 15% we expect in the later part of December, early January, February. And in the Northeast, it's predominant as the infecting virus. Now, people are dying. Of course, people die every day of infections from flu, RSV, and other viruses. But we are seeing an increase in the COVID numbers, not to the degree that we saw 3 years ago, of
Mhm.
course, but there is an increase. And, Anne Marie, we talked about this about a couple of months ago about clumping together during the holidays with the holiday parties and all of the things that bring people indoors, such as the cold weather. And this really is a good formula for increased infection.
Yeah, I got to admit, I'm one of those people. I got a few of the boosters, but I haven't been keeping up recently. I'm curious about, the current vaccines. Maybe this will, inspire people to get a booster shot. How effective are they against this new variant?
This new variant is covered by the latest vaccines. The latest messenger RNA vaccines cover the new variant. Now, there is a variant or a descendant. This is like a family tree of viruses. There's a new descendant called the JN.1, and it is a relative of Omicron, just like the BA286. So your symptoms are going to be very similar: cold like symptoms, upper respiratory, congestion, cough, maybe in some patients, nausea.
Okay, so you get the point. I also want to bring up that the WHO demands fresh data from China amid outbreak of the white lung syndrome as Chinese are told to wear masks. Okay, so as you saw, we're supposed to be really, really scared, and we're also seeing that they are connected this to a Chinese, basically lung flu. It says Dr. Maria Van Karkova said the agency was following up with China for data. Country is grappling with a spike of pneumonia dubbed white lung syndrome. The World Health Organization is requesting more data from China amid outbreak of pneumonia in children. Dr. Maria Van Kerkhove of the WHO epidemiologist said that the agency was following up with China as hospitals across the country continue to be overwhelmed. Face masks and social distancing are again being recommended in the secretive nation in a chilling echo of the early days of COVID. Now, if this was true, then we would be hearing of a travel ban, and I have not heard of one. The country is grappling with a spike in pneumonia dubbed white lung syndrome because of the way lung damage shows up on scars among children that have been attributed to a rebound in respiratory illnesses rather than an entirely new virus. China had one of the most brutal and longest lockdowns in any country in the world. Okay, so why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because we are finding the World Organization and the CDC moving to bring up a variant. Here it says the WHO made the unusual move to publicly call for China to be transparent about the outbreak, which many believe to be due to our mishandling of the COVID when he was accused of shielding critical information on the diseases in the early stages. So the first article was from CBS News, and this one is actually from the Daily Mail, and this was published November 29th. Now I'm going to bring you to California and how the real issue is that there's labs all across the United States. There's biolabs.